Welcome back. Mino, Fallout, intro. Where we left off last time, we were waiting on Jake to get back to us, which he just did. So I need to listen to a radio broadcast. I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing, which is basically nothing. I've been clearing out a lot of this early stuff. I got Sunshine Tidings Co-op and the drive-in, both under our belt, which is pretty cool. And then cleared out this stuff over by Lexington when the broadcast came in. So we made our way back to Sanctuary for food, water, and a nap. And yeah, now we're going to listen to the broadcast and see what we got to do for Jake.
Hello? Hello? Is this working? Hey there, darling. I hope you're receiving this. Bang, transmitter? If you can hear this, come on back to the hardware store. Got some news on the comm hub. Is this even broadcasting? Oh, wait. Maybe I just got it.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Okay, so it looks like we just got to go back to Concord, probably his store. Now, the last time I was there, I ran into some problems I had to edit around because of a radio. I have not turned that radio off yet, so I'm going to do that when we get there, if you see me scrambling around like an idiot. And it looks like we have more than just Jake, too, so... Yeah, okay. Sound go bye-bye. And we're back.
Thanks again for helping with the crate.
Not at all, my child. But are you certain about the church?
Sure, why not? I mean, it's not like anyone else is using it.
Oh, may the Lord bless you for your kindness.
Okay then. Well, just let me know if you need anything.
Hey there.
Howdy, darling. Good to see you again.
How are things going?
Not bad, not bad. As you can see by the crate, I managed to get the comm hub back. Although it wasn't easy, let me tell you. I've got the hub inside if you'd like to see it.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I don't see why not.
All right, follow me. There it is. Ain't she a beaut? Although sadly not ready for service just yet. In fact, I couldn't even turn it on. But I have been able to give the old gal a good going over. Got a rough understanding of the hardware.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, judging by the internals, this thing mostly appears to be a giant processor. My guess is that it operates as a kind of ASAM switchboard, connecting and communicating with the sensors. Which makes sense, really. I mean, it is called the comm hub. Now, if we could get sensors connected and communicating, that really would open up our options. Let us do some cool things.
Okay, well...
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, for example, remote management, mass software updates, division of settlement labor, and the obvious one, better communications. Now, to you, that last thing may not sound like much, but trust me, better communications is something we want. So I think it's in our best interest to get this comm hub running. Really begin to rebuild the Commonwealth.
I'm on board. When do we start?
In order to get things going, first, we need to turn this thing on. And for that, we're gonna need some serious power. And I'm afraid my little generator just ain't gonna cut it. However, as luck would have it, just a couple of feet below us is all the power we could need.
Go on.
Concord has a municipal plutonium well. Probably used to power every building in town. To get some real power flowing again, all you need to do is turn it on. That is, if you wouldn't mind helping out.
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I knew you'd help. You'll have to discover a way into the old service tunnels running under Concord. Once you're down there, find something that looks like a big old generator. Do what you need to start it up, then head on back.
Okay, so this should be pretty easy to find. The sewers under Concord there is an entrance where that death claw popped up. And, oh, well, and there's one over here. Alright. Oh, I bet this has bugs. Mirelurks or rad roaches or something awful. Okay, where are we going? Looks like it's close. It's just right down there. Oh, okay. Boy, that was a hard first level. Okay. Let's hope the rest of this is just as easy. Won't be. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Why is there a pile of ash there? That it? There's just rad roaches. And here we are at the other end. Okay, it looks like the baddies are all gone for now. Okay. So, what now? Here's our way out. There we go. What are we doing here? Hit the button. Okay, so that will be something we do. What am I doing here? Oh. Kick the generator. Okay. Really? Oh, that'll be awesome. That is really neat. Yep. That did it. Sweet. Okay, so back to Jake. I imagine that would have been a lot more dramatic at night. I think the lights just came on. But, yeah. Kind of hard to tell, right? Shut up, dog. We're gonna go talk to Jake. Hey, buddy.
You should have all the power you need now.
Yeah, I noticed. When the power came back, it blew out half the bulbs in here. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to replace those. But the important thing is, we now have power.
So, the next step?
Next step is, we try turning on the comm hub. All right then, let's try powering this thing up. Now let's see here. Okay, connect this there. Move that. Bypass this. I think we're ready to give this a go. Best if you stand back.
All right. Oh. Yeah?
Okay. That didn't exactly go to plan.
I thought it was funny.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. To be honest, I was kind of worried this might happen. The hub's been sitting around unused for so long, and so many of its parts have degraded. Seems even with enough power, there's no getting around blown out capacitors and perished semiconductors. Still, it's worth a try.
I assume you can fix that?
Give me a day or two. Maybe I could swap out some of the busted parts, clean a few tubes. It might be enough. I know it may not seem like it, but This was a step forward.
Don't worry. I haven't lost faith in you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, before you go. Here, take this.
Oh, yes. Defense plot. That's really what we were waiting for to get some building going.
After all the trouble we've had with raiders, I started wondering if ASAMs could offer a solution. Now, I've not had the time to put some together myself. Been too busy with the comm hub. But what you have there are instructions on how to jury-rig together a sort of defense plot. It's not very advanced, but should at least deter attacks from some of the small fry.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Technically, it's just a creative use of an ASAM program with an industrial plot. But by making the changes listed on that piece of paper, the ASAM should be able to guide someone to build something a little more defensive. After that, it's just a matter of basic maintenance by whomever was assigned to it.
I understand.
I'm gonna be busy with the comm hub for a while, so I won't have time to demonstrate. But I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out yourself. Thanks for your help today. I'll put out a radio message again when I've got news. Take care out there.
That's it, huh? So it looks like Jake's already cut us loose for a couple of days, and, yeah, that's too short to call an episode. So let's figure out something to do. I need levels and I need equipment, badly. I can go around and start putting the, settlements together now that I have security posts, but yeah, I think I want to go to Taffington Boathouse. There's a free combat shotgun you can get over there, and I want that. And I'm going to go down here and start working on some Brotherhood quests because I want the vertibird grenades before walking becomes too cumbersome. Survival mode, no fast travel, and that's going to become a problem. So, yeah. Let's go to Sanctuary. I'm going to grab some food. And then, yeah, I'll head out on a little bippity-bop. And I'll see you in a bit when Jake gets back to us.
We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables.
I'd say up yours too, buddy.
You'd say that. Welcome to Covenant.
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Understood.
Outstanding. That sweep was sloppy. We were caught unprepared more than once, which is unacceptable.
Thank you.
You're welcome, civilian.
And we're back. So we did get Jake's signal. But before we get to that, a few things I wanted to go over. If you'd noticed, Taffington Boathouse was a wash. Just a double barrel there. Usually I get a combat shotgun, but maybe I was too low level. But hey, I got a combat rifle on a random drop, so I'll take it. Meanwhile, lots of changes in Concord. Let me show you a few things. First, there's lights. I'm not sure if you noticed, it's morning, so it might not show up, but that was that cutscene. We have lights in here now. These street lights work, which, that's really neat. There's also something over here. Now I can go into this place safely now with no radio, thanks to Sonic Phil. Thanks Sonic Phil for the heads up on the radio setting. That should no longer be a problem. But looky what I found. Box of ASAM sensors. So instead of dealing with super mutants and all that, one here, there's one or two back here. There's like 7 or 8 in this place. So I've been kind of slow on settlement building because of lack of ASAM sensors, and I didn't want to deal with super mutants yet. Problem solved. Now, I'm a bit of a stoner, so I'll probably forget where I put them if I take them and put them anywhere, so I'm going to leave those there for now. But we'll use them as we need them. Also, I noticed this over here. I see that dude? That preacher in there. See, I thought he was part of Jake's storyline when he was talking to Jake earlier. But he's not. He's just hanging out in this church. I think you can talk to him. When I've run over here, you can hear him yakking to himself, as delusional people tend to do. And, so yeah. I need to have a chat with him. But also, back all the way on the other side of town, behind that set of buildings, there was a couple of dudes banging on one of the old houses. Kind of like they're moving in there. So, this place is getting some life. Before we listen to Jake's signal, I want to check out what the new residents have to say. Let's start with the guys in the back, and then we'll deal with the preacher.
Wrapped up in conversation with folk passing by. Might have to put a sign, "Do not engage the Bobby."
Do not engage with Bobby, huh?
We sell Brahmin and Brahmin accessories.
Oh, are you serious? Are you a Hank Hill? Okay, who are you? Who are you? That is Bobby.
Yeah,
Hi, Bobby.
I think Brannigan wanted to talk to you.
All right, we sell Brahmin and Brahmin accessories. What do we got, big man?
What's going down?
Hey there.
Excuse me, you there. Might I trouble you for a moment of your time?
Well, that's why I'm here. Yep.
Of course. What's up?
Now, I hate to ask a stranger for this, but I need a bit of a hand tracking down a few of my workers. You see now, me and my caravan moseyed on into the area a few days back now. Come up from Virginia in the wreckage of the late Great Virginia Caravan Company. But the death of my hard work, hopes, and the very foundation of myself as a man is neither here nor there. Right now, there's other things to worry about. Unfortunate to say, but most of my people didn't make it down the road. Bobby over here is the only one besides myself yet unmaimed by the Commonwealth. I know at least 2 of my folks made it into the local area, but we got separated before Concord. If you could find them for me, I'd be mighty grateful.
What's in it for me, Bubba?
What's in it for me?
Besides my sincerest gratitudes,
Yeah.
well, I suppose I'd be willing to part with a handful of caps for a job well done. How does 50 sound?
Kind of shitty, but I'm trying to make a good impression here.
Don't worry. I can help. Tell me what happened.
Well, I thank you kindly. Not a lot of folks willing to help others out in these times. I won't forget this. Look, there's 2 of them. The first one got grabbed by a group of raiders near some big stone fortress we passed by. You'll probably need to crack a few heads to get him back. The second one got lost up by Natick. Old World Town. Place is overrun with undesirables. If you can find them alive, then just tell them to meet me here in Concord. If you find them dead, I'd like you to bring me something back. Something I might be able to send their family later down the road.
All right.
All right. I'll find them.
I can't thank you enough, stranger. And I won't forget this.
Well, I doubt you do. But, all right. Brannigan's Bounty. 2 spots. Where are we going here? Is it showing me anything? Nope. Not. Oh, it's not on. Duh. I need to turn in my last, Cambridge quest anyway. That is ridiculous. We haven't been able to make it to Diamond City, and they're wanting us to go way down here. All right, Brannigan.
How are you?
Oh, Bobby, I've been better. That's not going to happen. You guys are going to have to wait. Okay, let's see what the preacher has to say. All right, man. These places ain't my favorite. Do me good.
And so the Blessed Fathers. The Holy
No,
Words.
you're already at it. No,
The
no, no,
Blessed
no, no,
Father.
no, no, dude.
So the Blessed Father's light spoke
Hey,
through
hey.
to the humbled man and said, What would he say? Oh, hello. My apologies. I seem to have lost track of where I was. I don't believe the two of us have formally met. My name is Edmund Callum.
All right.
This your chapel here, Pastor?
Yes, this chapel is mine in a sense, though it is open to all who would have need of it, including myself. Do you have need?
What did you say?
Apologies. You stumbled upon me while I was reciting one of my sermons. Tell me, are you a religious sort?
That would be a hard no.
No, not really.
That's a shame. I think you'd find something good here. Maybe something to ease the burdens you carry. I hold a number of sermons occasionally. Why don't you stop by sometime, and we can discuss more then. But before I let you go, Jake says you're the one to go to when things need doing, so to speak.
I don't like running errands.
No, nothing like that. I just wanted to officially touch base, since you're the de facto leader around here, even if you may not like to admit it.
There's more to this, isn't there?
Well, you see, I've been walking the wasteland for a long time now. I've done my best to spread the gospel of the Blessed Father. I listen to the problems of the people, and I try to help as many as I can. It has earned me a number of grateful souls I consider to be my flock. I have heard more confessionals than you can imagine. I can tell you, I've seen a whole lot of places. There aren't too many you can find out there much safer than here. The efforts of you and the folks around is pretty darn unprecedented, to put it mildly.
All right, what's your deal, dude? You got an angle. Do I want what's your deal or what's your angle? Yeah, what's your angle?
What's your angle?
Oh, my background is not important, my child.
Oh, but it is.
My story begins, as it does for so many, when I found the word of the Blessed Father.
See,
the man
that's...
I was before just wasn't cutting it. Finding the Bible, spreading his message, it changed my life and the lives of countless others. The Lord made me an offer I could not refuse. Once it becomes known amongst my flock that I have found a safe church here in which to hold my sermons, many of them will most likely make their way here as well.
Yeah.
Any idea how many we're talking about?
No more than a handful, I would imagine. It will be for the betterment of us all, Lord willing. One last thing. I was wondering if there was a place you all used to dispose of corpses? Oh, no. Like a graveyard. I didn't notice one around. When folks die of sickness and other things, they tend to come to the pastor if there's one around. At least from my experience.
What was that about people getting sick?
The wasteland is a harsh and dangerous place, my child. If it isn't raiders or super mutants, it's radiation and rad scorpions. And with the limited medical supplies that may happen to be lying about, it's just as easy to get a disease from drinking water as it is from a mole rat bite. It's a good thing to think about these sorts of things, is all I'm saying.
Thanks. I always appreciate good advice.
And I always appreciate a chance to give it. You really should come by sometimes and catch a sermon or two. Even if you aren't a believer, I'm sure you will find something of use out of them. And if you don't mind me being a little selfish, it would be a great thing for my flock. Their courage will grow by wonders to see someone out there making a difference, one way or the other. And perhaps you can lend a helping hand or two as well. It won't go unnoticed. I will keep you no longer. Go free, my child.
Thanks, Pastor.
The Blessed Father teaches us about love by giving us difficult people.
You know... What is this? What? Okay, so that's his sermon. And that is, I guess, the caravanners that I just talked to. Okay, cool. So, I've got way down here that is impossible, Diamond City that I can't reach yet, and turning this back in. Okay, well, Jake was not in his office, so he's probably wanting us to go somewhere else. Let's see where.
Hey there, darling. How you doing? Don't bother answering that. I can't hear you through your Pip-Boy. Also, this is pre-recorded. I got some news on the comm hub. After a little tinkering, a few replaced parts, and a whole lot of cursing, I've still not been able to turn it on. Not exactly the best news, I know. But as it turns out, too many of its parts are degraded beyond use. However, here's some good news. An acquaintance of mine did some information digging, and we made a little discovery. Turns out, there's a building in downtown Boston where we may find a second comm hub in better condition. This message should trigger a marker update on your Pip-Boy's map. I'll be waiting for you there by the time you hear this.
Okay, so Jake is wanting us to go to downtown Boston as well, it looks like. Where to, buddy? Charles View Amphitheater. Where there, I think that is where... Yeah, I think that's where that cult is. Alright. Wondering if he wants us to get involved with that. Well, what I'm going to do then, it's early. I will scoot on down to College Square, Cambridge area here and turn in my Brotherhood quest that I need to turn in. And then over to Jake, and we'll see what he's got cooking. So I've noticed these guys running around too. Nightingale. They're medics. You talk to them, they sell medical supplies, they can heal you up. They're just traveling doctors. Part of this mod, and Nito Torpedo.
Good, you're back. Hope that means you recovered the tech.
Here it is.
Good work.
So, are you finished or what?
Affirmative.
Really? Maybe you're not as worthless as I thought.
Oh, what? No. No, no, no. I see a rocket launcher. You can get rid of the caution. Yeah, that's right, hidden. Okay, so we have a super mutant with a rocket launcher in between us and Jake. Everybody cross fingers here. Because it's too foggy to see anything. Okay. Can we go around? Alright, sweet. We got past the super mutant. Jake is somewhere right down here. Yeah, see, there's that cult. Hi, weirdos. Alright, Jake. It's right over here by the missing texture. That's fun. What you got, buddy?
Hey, darling. Say, you spoken to any of the people around that old theater? Those glazed eyes, creepy smiles. You read any of their little pamphlets? I tell you, they ain't right in the head.
I had a feeling, buddy.
You're right to avoid them. Crazy bells are ringing.
Crazy as a soup sandwich. Anyway, as I said in my message, I've been unable to get our comm hub running. Honestly, given the state of it, I'm not surprised. Tech like that ain't designed to be left sitting around unused. Too many of its components have seized up or just degraded over time.
Can't someone else repair it?
I doubt there's anyone in the Commonwealth who'd even know where to start. If we want more out of ASAMs, we need a comm hub that works. But as it is, I don't have what we'd need to repair the one we have. However, fortune has smiled upon us. A friend of mine discovered where we might find a second comm hub, in better condition. As well as a nice stockpile of ASAM products to boot. So if you'd care to join me, I want to go check this place out.
I also want to go check this place out.
Is there anything else I should know?
Well, this probably isn't going to fill with confidence over my abilities, but honestly, I've never seen anything like the comm hub before. Its technology is so far beyond anything I've seen in the Commonwealth, it's ridiculous. Whoever designed that thing was a genius. But because it's so advanced, we'd have a hell of a time finding replacement parts to repair it with. That's why I'm hoping we can find a second comm hub in better condition. Because otherwise, I'm not sure I'll be able to repair the one we have. Sorry to unload on you, but you did ask. Anyway, you ready to head out?
Oh, 100%.
Sounds good. Let's go.
I knew I could count on you. With luck, we may just find ourselves a working comm hub. Or at the very least, a few ASAM goodies. Here, let me update your Pip-Boy map. There we go. All right, lead on.
Okay, cool. He is going to follow me. Meaning second gun. Meaning I am a lot less worried about being where we are. Really? That close? Sweet. Alright. Come on, Bubba. Yeah, you're coming. Oh, crap. Mutants right here. Come on, get in quick, buddy.
Seems to be the right address. Records say a lot of ASAM stuff was delivered here. And apparently they were expecting a comm hub too. Wait, you hear that? I don't think we're alone in here. Keep your wits about you while we look around.
Okay, that means bad guys. Oh, rollers.
That's it, we got barrels! Assuming this is the right place. Why would a Vault-Tec facility be having ASAM equipment delivered? Didn't one of the ASAM sensors talk about Robco being in partnership with Vault-Tec? Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Hold that thought. Just found the employee records. There's a name in here. Magnuson. Have we heard that name somewhere before?
At the station.
Hey, that's right, at the satellite station. That was the name in terminal records. Good memory. It was a Magnuson who had the comm hub we found shipped to Olivia. Huh. Maybe this guy was in charge of delivering hubs or something? This seems like something we should look into. Maybe this Magnuson had an office here. Let's see if we can find it.
Hear that? That's more ghouls, Jake. Because you didn't clear the area first, Jake. Alright, I'm gonna lure them in here. You're gonna help. Oh, ghouls. Frank Davidson, huh? Well, I got an ID card from him and a Deadeye hardened sniper rifle. Alright. Alright. Thank you, Frank Davidson. Did you see that, buddy? I got a gun.
Hey, look there. I think we found the office. Ah, good. Got a working terminal. Just give me a second here. Whoa! This is some serious security. Ah, damn it. Can't crack this password. Oh, come on. All right, terminal. You asked for it. Finally, I'm in. Okay, let's see what we can learn. Huh. Well, I never. I think I discovered why Vault-Tec were so interested in ASAM equipment. If I'm reading this right, it looks like Vault-Tec was trying to develop a rival product to the ASAM sensors.
Alright, so that's neat. I guess I don't want to say wow because it's in the sarcasm.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly
Try
sure.
that.
Seems this Magnuson was hired by Vault-Tec because he used to work with Robco on the ASAMs. They must have wanted his insider knowledge. Although, judging by his terminal entries, I don't think this guy took his job here very seriously. Scratch that. He really didn't take his job seriously. In fact, he was using his position here to embezzle company equipment.
Oh, neat. Well, okay, that's cool.
That's a hell of a risk.
The nerve on this guy. He was actually stealing from Vault-Tec. Building materials, computers, robots. Hell, he was even stealing their ASAMs and... Oh, I don't think we're gonna find a second comm hub here.
Oh, what?
Why do you say that?
Vault-Tec were expecting a comm hub to be shipped here. But this Madison guy hijacked the delivery. Had it sent to Olivia instead. What we came here to look for, we've already found.
How do you know?
Madison wrote an entry all about it. It's almost as if he was bragging. Apparently he walked into a shipping depot, bold as you please, and switched the shipping label on the comm hub's crate. Seems like he'd been pilfering equipment from Vault-Tec for months.
Oh, that is a bummer.
That's disappointing.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should have looked into this more before dragging you down here. Looks like we're stuck with the hub we have. But it does sound like Vault-Tec were working on something similar. Maybe we should investigate this rival product of theirs. Hey, maybe it's something we can use? The terminal said this place has a warehouse where they worked on projects. I'm thinking we should take a peek down there. Although terminal also said we need to take an elevator. And we already know we'll need a keycard for that. Alright, we found what we need.
I'm about to say.
Let's go take that elevator.
Let's do that. Yeah, you looped on the audio there. That's the dude I already shot. I took his key card. Yep. Meet you down there, Bubbas.
Going down. Basement.
Looks like I'm a bit tired before we get going too much further.
Stinks down here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn creepy ass ferals. Alright, let's look around. There's gotta be something down here.
Oh. Loose floor
Hold up.
mats.
Got some Robco boxes here. Hey, nice work. Hidden trapdoor, huh?
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Loot
Well,
first.
after you.
Okay, I think that's everything. Now we can go down here.
Ah, now this is more like it. Let's go take a look-see, shall we? Check this place out. Vault-Tec really were trying to make a rival product. Although it looks like they were trying to skip the whole R&D phase and just reverse engineer everything. In partnership, my ass.
Loaded schematics. And you're not doing anything. Okay. Oh. Here's another room. Hey, Mr. Robot. You've seen better days. What about you guys? Anything? Alright. Maybe I haven't done something else yet. Okay. See if Jake has anything to say here. Hey, what do you think?
Hey.
Huh. What a weird setup. I wonder, what were they trying to do with these ASAM sensors? Don't suppose you've any ideas?
Nope, that's why I'm here, buddy.
Don't look at me.
Well, even though they never got their hands on the comm hub, it doesn't seem to have stopped Vault-Tec trying to rip off ASAM technology. Question is, what do they come up with? Let's split up and see what we can uncover down here. Let me know if you find anything interesting.
See, I've already been looking around. I guess I should have talked to you first.
Let me know if you find anything interesting.
Oh. Well, I thought I did. I found notes. Maybe you're not interested in my notes. Okay. I'll take this for loot. But you,
Hey, Jake.
buddy.
Yeah? Found something? Hello, what have we here? Oh, well, how about that? This holotape contains data for the different ASAM variants. You know, plot types, the different things ASAMs can be programmed for. I suspect Vault-Tec planned to copy the software. Let's see, we got residential, agricultural, and industrial. Whoa, hold up a sec. There's more data here. What the? Recreational plot? Commercial? Darling, do you know what you just found?
The next upgrade?
I think so.
There's data for 4 new plot types here. 4 more things that ASAMs could build. I don't think Robco ever released these variants. At least not to the general public. This is one hell of a find. I'm gonna have to study this tape. If I could figure out how to transfer new data onto sensors, I'm fairly certain we'll soon have more things to build.
Oh, soon? Well, I was hoping for now, but okay.
Sounds great.
I never thought we'd find something like this here. I wonder what more's hidden around this place. Come on, let's keep looking.
Okay, at some point, I bet you're gonna want those notes. What is this? Oh, there's a safe key. And we have a quest marker right on this thing now. I bet you'll talk to me about it now. Hey, buddy. Big poo. No. Oh, will this little thing work now? Yep. Now, here we go.
Uh-huh.
What's all that ruckus about?
Pressing buttons.
Would you look at this thing? What were Vault-Tec trying to do here? And what's that noise it's making? Ugh, must be something wrong with it. All right, let's take a closer look here. Huh. This machine's picking up some kind of radio signal. Seems like it's trying to connect to something nearby. Hey, do me a favor. Go to that table with the ASAMs in the other room.
Yeah, alright.
All right, there should be a switch there. Flip it off and cut the power to the sensors. Huh. All right, come on back.
Alright. What'd that teach you? What'd it teach you?
Yep, that confirms what I thought, all right.
Oh?
The signals this machine was picking up, they were coming from those ASAMs. They were emitting the radio signals.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Exactly. When you shut off the power to the ASAMs, we shut off the signal. Simple deduction. I didn't know the sensors could do something like that. Emit a radio signal, that is. But that begs the question. Just what is this thing? Why is it trying to pick up signals from sensors? Just what kind of ASAM technology were Vault-Tec trying to copy here?
Super cool one.
Here.
What you got there? Technical documents, huh? You already had these? Not that I'm complaining, but is there anything you come across that you don't pick up?
Not much.
Well, I'll be. According to these documents, this machine is Vault-Tec's attempt to duplicate a comm hub. I mean, it's not exactly a good attempt, but still. I suppose an effort was made. Not much a rival product, though. Doesn't even seem to work right. I guess after Magnuson stole the hub, Vault-Tec were forced to build their own version with no real reference. You know, if this thing really is a reproduction of a comm hub, I think we actually might be able to use this.
Oh, yeah?
How?
We came here looking for another comm hub, because the one we've got so badly damaged it won't even turn on. And while it's not exactly what I expected to find here, This Vault-Tec knockoff might still be useful. Call me optimistic, but between this thing and the real comm hub, we might just be able to cobble together something that works.
Look, man, as long as I can build, like, stores and stuff, that is really what I'm looking for. So...
I don't see how that helps us.
Okay, let me explain. This thing was designed to replicate an ASAM comm hub. And while it's far from a perfect reproduction, it may be similar enough so that we can use parts of it to repair our hub. Or, we could use parts from our comm hub to make this thing work right. Whichever way gets us what we need.
Glad it turned out well.
That makes two of us. As excited as I am to get out of here and start repairing our hub, I think there's still more to find here. Take another look around. Let me know if you discover anything.
Yeah, okie doke. More stuff, huh? Looks like it's leading us back to the conveyor belt that we had found earlier. So...
Huh? What you messing with there? Well,
this
I'll
thing.
be. Looks like Vault-Tec had themselves a ASAM printer. But I think its printing days are long behind it. They must have needed a steady supply of sensors to experiment with. Guess they got tired of buying them from Robco. Say, if this thing could construct a whole sensor, then let me check something.
Yeah, you take your time, because I'm figuring out how I saw you walk through that door and then talk to me from right there. I don't know if you noticed, but you upset the dog.
You know a machine can't make something if it don't got the schematics for it.
What are you talking about?
Well, would it surprise you to learn that this thing has a copy of the schematics needed to build ASAMs? I wonder who Vault-Tec paid off for that. Let me just download a copy of this. I'm sure Vault-Tec won't mind. And there we are. We may have to adapt and substitute a few parts, but now we'd be able to build as many sensors as we want. No more scavenging for them. This is a real game changer. Good find, darling. Well, with that, I think we've uncovered everything we can here. Okay, let me just take a mental inventory of everything we found. We got the schematics to build our own sensors. New plot types, if I could figure out how to make them work. And of course, Vault-Tec's version of a comm hub, which just might allow us to start repairing the one we've already got. To call this trip productive would be an understatement. I knew working with you was a good idea, but damn, I didn't expect us to do this well.
That was pretty sweet. Oh, I can give him some props too, which, yeah, I'm brown-nosing right now, so...
Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate the sentiment, but you're the one who's making this happen. All right, I need to start gathering things up. Move everything we found back to the hardware store. Oh, wait, shit! I completely forgot! I meant to go meet up with someone. And I doubt they'll take kindly me blowing them off.
Who is they?
An acquaintance of mine. Actually, it's the guy who got us the info on this place. He said he needed to talk to me once I was done here. Something about some important information he wanted to share. But there's no way I can just leave all this stuff here. Look, I know I'm kind of passing the buck, but could you meet with this fella for me? See what he wants? I'd really appreciate it.
All right. Well, I can, but I will do it on the next episode. How's that?
Sure, I can do that.
Oh, thank you. You're a real pal. Sweeter than a baby's breath. The fella you need to visit lives up in Diamond City. He's an information broker. Calls himself the Ron. Chances are he wants to sell us some info. And given his past track record, it's probably something useful. So here, take these caps. Pay him and find out what he has to say. Most hours of the day you'll find him in his office, towards the back of the city. Say, not that it's any of my business, but while you're in Diamond City, might be a good time to follow up on any leads you got. You know, on your kid. I understand there's a detective living there. Apparently he's one of the best when it comes to tracking things down.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, no problem, darling. All right, time for me to get this stuff back to the hardware store. This should be a fun challenge of logistics. Once you've wrapped up everything with the Ron, head on back and let me know how it went. Oh, actually, before you go, you might as well take this. Here. That's a copy of the ASAM schematics. With that, you can now build your own sensors. As long as you got the parts.
That's cool and all, but don't think I'm not stealing those boxes from your store. So, just so we're clear. Alright, thanks, man.
Thank you.
I won't blame you if you want to test out and build a few sensors. Just don't keep the Ron waiting for too long. Anyway, I'll see you later. Good luck out there.
So on that note, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Perfect spot to lead off because off camera I wanted to set up some early settlements and make it over to Diamond City. And the next mission for him is in Diamond City. So that works out very well. Speaking of, that's the second time this has happened. The first time was when we were at Abernathy Farm. Had to go through there and talk to that guy before we went to Olivia, which Olivia is where you get the thing to ally yourself with Abernathy Farm. So twice so far, this mod has led you in the direction that the base game wants you to go anyway. Very cleverly paced and drawn out. Thought I'd mention that. Props to the designer there. Now that I'm done bragging on somebody else, I'll see you guys later.